If I had not mentioned it, I have another package ready for delivery.
All right. Suppose you were due for one. The, contents, they're what we agreed on?
Yes, Vladimir and I agreed on what should.
Hmm. There we go.
Included.
That's all fine then. Do let me know if you get a response.
That is highly unlikely, but if it happens, I will be sure and tell you.
What the hell is this thing's rating? We need a touchdown. What's up, cutie? We need a touchdown on the closest planet with a city.
Landing struts primed. Retros firing.
Every world with living things is a treasure.
Oh, the real help that was. Oh, there we go. The green wang, it's in storage. That's what I'm getting. I had to take the razor leaf for a minute. Am I over encumbered? Significantly.
Did you need something? I keep whatever you give me, yes? That is the deal?
No. There we go.
Mm-hmm. Goodbye.
You home? Hang on. Good shit. You stay where you are, I'll blast every single one of you. Anyways, the shipbuilding. I haven't done it from scratch. But sometimes it's a little picky, so it's best to save while you're, like, if you have something that works, it's best to save then and then go back in and do more and more. That way you don't have to redo the whole thing. Because that's what I had to do with the Green Wing. I actually had to do sections. It wouldn't let me change out the bottom all at once because it was like, oh, you know, there's a problem with it. So I had to do the rest of the ship, save it, and then I went back and did the bottom. That's creepy.
We're improving our HAB modules right now. If all goes well, I'll finally get my own room.
That's Granny.
Oh wow! A real adventurer!
What the hell? Wow, that was a waste of my time. Maybe. Also, what the? Why does it keep trying to get me to be deputized? I just need a dude who can give me the green light.
You can trust what you buy here. Want to check out the food I'm selling? Looking for something specific?
Gun do you have, my good sir? Wow. No wonder you guys are such a small fucking thing.
Thanks for the chat.
You're a bitch. Could have had this done way beforehand. Wow. A big old fat waste of time.
Whew. Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
Alright. Orbital insertion completed.
We need the green wine. Green wine.
Anything I can help you with? Need some work done? Okay, no problem.
Okay, there we go. Green Wang is back in business. Green Wang's some serious firepower.
Greetings, Captain.
Alright. Not too far. No big deal. Woo!
Oh! Need a moment to walk that off?
I'm fine. Excuse me.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor.
Step right in, ma'am, and feast your eyes on
There's
the marvelous attraction.
too many people suffering, and not enough hands reaching out to help.
Oh, wonderful. I have to
You got
help
a moment
the
to
less
hear about the Low
fortunate.
House? It mean a lot to me and to others.
Creatures,
Good to know there's still some folks who can take an interest in the welfare of others. The Low House is a place where folks down on their luck can get a hot meal and a bed to sleep in. More importantly, they can do it with some dignity. No need to beg or steal. Everything's given with no questions asked and no favors owed. I run the place. Have for years. But to do it, I have to rely on the kindness of others. Trying to, anyway. Look, I'll be honest with you. We get a little help from some other wealthier folks in the city. but it's barely enough. It takes credits to provide for those in need, and I'm hoping you'll be willing to contribute. If you can spare a few credits, it'll do a lot of good.
100? Yeah, sure.
Thank you. I don't know if you believe in karma, but I do. I think you just earned yourself some. Takes everything I've got to keep the low. If you're serious, I'm drowning in work. Philborn Agricultural Systems feeds basically everyone in the stretch. Bless the Philborn brothers. But their latest IntelliWheat shipment is late. I'm not worried yet, but getting there. Could you ask Sarah Philborn what the holdup is? Very politely? This is a huge help. If there's anything you can do to speed up the wheat delivery, please do it. I'll have more work for you when you get back.
Andreja, grab the torture tools. You a 3-star kiosk. The 3-star collective ain't nothing but a bunch of dirty cow poke in some fucking whorehouses, apparently.
You know I went to chef school?
Funny, because I'm a UC citizen, or
The rock is surprisingly well
a
fortified.
3-star citizen
The
first.
early settlers here were practical.
But I am now a UC first-class citizen, so 3-star peasants do not concern me. As I'm doing a mission now. Hey,
We only
shit
use
it!
robots for farming. Surely some of that tech we could patent. If you're here for Weston, he's underfoot somewhere. Either here or at the factory. But please, if it's about that brewing nonsense, kindly leave. They don't need any more encouragement. Oh, sorry. My nerves are frayed. So many people coming and going for the company. Weston, that's my husband. Well, he's never been what I'd call a dreamer or a visionary. He's a practical man, good with ledgers and numbers. His brother Henry's the creative one, but he seems to have lost interest in growing the company, and now all he wants to do is brew beer. Philburn Agricultural Systems could provide the whole of the settled systems with food, not just Aquila City. Seems those two are content to think small. Well, I wish you were the one I had to convince. Well, you didn't come here to hear me natter on. Anything else? Well, there is. The stakes are huge. With further R&D on IntelliWheat, the entire settled systems could benefit. Surely that's worth some less than savory solutions. Exactly. Henry's pet project is tied to market perception. His beer, annoyingly, is really good. But if we could make a bad batch, terrible, really, his margins are tight enough he might be forced to throw in the towel. My husband put his foot down and hasn't risked our core business on this. If Henry loses money here, it'll only be from his pet project. The next big batch of beer is almost done brewing in our factory. You just need to find a way to break in without getting caught by the guard and tamper with it somehow. Then just wait a day or so and see how the batch goes over at the Stone Root Inn. Do that, and I'll pay you handsomely. That's the last I'll talk of this. I really don't understand why Weston can't rein in his brother a little. I know, we're late. It's been this whole frustrating episode. Short version, The farming equipment outside the walls needs to be manually rebooted. But the guards aren't going to be able to send people to fix it for days. We're committed to helping the unfortunates on the stretch, but the Ashta are just too dangerous for us to send someone. You would do that? If you get it rebooted,
Oh no,
I'll
some
get the harvest
creatures.
going
Ah, bah, bah, bah.
We can get the wheat to Amira quick. I'll talk with my husband, but I'm sure we could arrange payment. You'd be helping our business too, after all. Just be careful. Ashta are very dangerous.
Yeah. We'll see how dangerous these motherfuckers are when they meet the barrel end of my big iron.
Aquila City's really the heart of the Freestar Collective.
But no wonder these pussy guards can't send anybody for days.
15-minute warning. Need a mosquito, Mom. Need a mosquito. It means cool, Mom.
Imagine using mechs. Bunch of pussies is what you guys are. Watch. Also, I don't want to start a wildfire, so...
Hello.
Oh shit, I think I shot the robot. Oops. That was easy. B-double-E-double-R-U-N. We'll get the food to him now. And then we'll sabotage his food. Where's my other pistol? There it is. My put down in it all.
Should we warn them about the Ashta? We got a big old fight. Danger. If they open up the gate and go out there, it's on their own head. But if they're far afield, they got no idea what they're in for. You want to warn them? You know I don't like talking to strangers. Then you chose a hell of a... Stranger!
What do you want?
I'm Annie Wilcox. You're new in town, aren't you?
Ah!
That means I'm gonna keep my eye on you.
Damn it, your mom's the fucking, the chick who does all the NCR or whatever the crap, Ranger shit.
That's a real suspicious thing to say. You better pick your words carefully around here.
You're lucky that
See,
Bethesda doesn't let me
I
shoot
work
kids
for
in the
the
face.
Freestar Rangers. I'm the first ever Ranger surveillance assistant. And that's not some dumb made-up title. Ranger Emma Wilcox gave it to me. So it's official. That's right. She's a senior ranger, which means she's in charge of me and all the other rangers. Well, except Diego, because he's a senior ranger too. Oh, and the marshal. He's in charge of all the rangers.
Okay, I've stopped
If
caring.
you see anything fishy, come grab it.
I fucking hate children.
The house to ourselves. This is honestly going to be the best staycation ever.
Private sector.
I thought the name looked fucking familiar. Ranger this, Ranger that. Yeah, well, United Colony System Defense. So, I think I'm a little higher ranking than you.
Mira, how are you doing?
That is good news. What was the holdup anyway? It's good to know the Filburns are still faithful to the cause. I hate to ask it, but I do need more help. Everything runs on charity. And our benefactors, though kind, I think sometimes, well, get sick of seeing me. A new face may ease up the purse strings, or at least save me some errands. It's touch and go, sometimes. Pester too much, and they could turn their back on the project. Too little, and people suffer. So, the mayor, Elias Cartwright, has always been generous to us, but it's been a while since he's donated. Raisha Lands is a huge benefactor. Laredo Firearms has been vital for us. Both of those are routine, more polite reminders, really. The last is a long shot, probably futile. But the Trade Authority is incredibly wealthy, and they have never ever donated to us. If you could convince Duncan Lynch to give us anything, heck, a single credit even, I'd consider it a victory. You are a breath of fresh air. Once you're done with that, come back to me.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
If you ever are down on your luck...
If I'm ever down on my luck. Lady, I have fucking 360,000 credits.
Our door
and a
is
massive
always
spaceship. That's combat ready. And a penthouse. And New Atlantis.
Lead on the job. Ready for you.
It is nice to be in a place, though, where all the oxygen is breathable. Where all the air is breathable. My bad. This is just the front gate. This was a waste of my time. Like, no, like the quest is not a waste of my time. But running down to the front gate was, because I could have just jumped over the wall.
I mean, I'll get the allure of no government. But there's something.
Oh. All right. I need to run to a bar soon and pick up some bounties.
If I get called with one more drop of sword.
We need to be smarter, better in the way we...
Friend, I gotta confess, I'm not much in the mood for conversation. I know, I shouldn't let that woman get up under my skin, but... well, I can't seem to help it. Not a shred of awareness in her. It's shocking is what it is. Look, this ain't New Atlantis. It ain't all flowers and chirping birds out there. These walls around us, they're here for a damn good reason. I've trained the guards here for years, again, for a damn good reason. We get it wrong, we not watching all the time, then the Ashta kill innocent people. That's the simple reality of the situation. So when someone struts into town with their untested ideas on how to do things better than those of us who dedicated our lives to protecting the city, that don't go over so well. That's a big if, and I'm not about to do a live test of whatever tech she thinks she got. Look, this is getting my blood pressure up talking about this so damn much. You think you can talk some sense into her? Be my guest. Otherwise, I suggest you leave defending this city to the people who spent their lives doing it.
I could do it better than any of you.
Well, you sure don't look like you're delivering the capacitors I'm waiting for. Something I can do for you? Correction. Mr. Wilson has a disagreement with me. I can't tell if he's just being willfully ignorant or has just entirely misunderstood my proposals. I'm not sure what you've heard, or quite frankly, why this seems to be getting around the way it is. Despite assertions to the contrary, I'm not attempting to run anyone out of a job or open the city gates to allow Ashta to come pouring in. Nor am I in any way attempting to make a statement about the competence of the current security forces and/or apparatus in Aquila City. I hope that clears things up.
Well, that was definitive.
Okay, well, I must need to work on my delivery because I keep having this problem. I need to prove that what I'm working on can make a positive difference. Then you'll see it my way. I could really use some help, in fact, just to make sure this all goes off without a hitch. Would you be willing to place some sensors for me? That is great news. Just take these and stick them in specific spots in the city along the wall. When you're done, come find me. I'll find something to do in the meantime to give myself an air of plausible deniability.
If it weren't for the walls, the whole town would be an Ashta buffet.
You think I could one-shot these people? I kind of want to find out, but...
Over there. Doris?
Hard work and grits pay off in the long run. I actually met a guy who finished the Red Mile. He lost an eye in the process. He did walk away with a pile of credits. And I mean, you got 2 eyes, right?
I don't think I have to wait to look at that.
Saw your ship come in. That's right.
Welcome to the stretch.
I think the
So you
Co-Heritage
want to
Museum
come
is
here for a
really
half
good,
day?
personally.
You got some good news, I hope?
I talked with Miss Kassler, and she'll give
Well, that's that then.
I mean, no.
So, this next part, it's a bit delicate. See that guard tower across the way there? I need to get in there and make a few small modifications to the terminal inside. I don't have the processing power to collate all the data that'll be coming in from the sensors. The existing network does.
Write an essay about what they learned.
I was planning.
Oh, goodness. I really am bad at communicating sometimes. I have that part well in hand. The, guard standing outside there, he's not gonna let me in. I need you to distract him.
Distract him or kill him?
I should only need a few moments. So, I don't know, convince him to take a break or something. Or if you're feeling particularly rebellious, maybe give him some official business to attend to. I believe it's what Davis would refer to as a ruckus. As soon as you've got him occupied, I'll scoot in and out before anyone notices. Okay? Let's do this.
That was quite a leap.
Why are you laughing at me?
People joke, say those Varun zealots worship a snake. But let me tell you, it ain't a snake. It's some kind of celestial being. They call it the Great Serpent. Is it real? Hell if I know. But they think it is. And that makes them dangerous. What brings you to the wall? Boredom? Because if that's what you're looking for, you've hit the jackpot. And I'm just supposed to take this on what? Faith? No, it's not that simple. I hear you. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sorry, it's my shift and I'm posted here. I can't just leave it for no reason. The view from the top is especially good at setting the mood. Good luck.
Wow.
Ecologies are living things. They move, they change. The way we handle
Aquila
Ashta
City
works
is way
for
more
now.
fun than Sidonia.
So we have to be prepared. That's all settled then. Thanks for the assist. Hope you're none too worse for wear. This is bending the rules, not breaking laws. And it'll all work out in the end. You'll see. Once enough data has been collected, I'll have the proof I need to convince them, especially Davis, that my technology is useful. If you're curious, come back tomorrow. I might even have preliminary findings.
Alright, well 5,300 is not a bad profit gain. Damn, I'm hungry. been a lot of ships coming and going from here.
I wish we had more cultural institutions in Akita City.
Also, this city is much larger than I first suspected.
Would someone really take...
Oh, I'm sorry. We'll go. We'll go. Just need to find a time. Kate, hold up!
What is happening?
Just let me drink in peace.
So, Henry's new batch. How'd it go over?
I know you like Henry, but...
What? There's something wrong?
Sam said it tasted off. Really off. Gladys said it was fine. Then she dumped her whole glass on the floor when she thought I wasn't looking.
No, no.
I don't think we should carry Henry's stuff anymore. Our regulars have stopped ordering his old stuff, too.
I'll break the news to Henry.
Well, not my fucking problem. However, I do think that not carrying
I checked the schematic
a popular item because you get one bad batch should not be a reason to stop carrying it. Everybody has a bad batch every once in a while. Hell, a lot of it could be transport. We have problems all the time with grocery stores. They can't get they'll like sit around with their thumb up their ass and be on their phones, so then they don't carry in the supplies in soon enough, and it really fucks it over.
Used to be an actuary. Now.
I don't like the boost on this jump pack.
A good Weston needs to get his brother focused on food production. Something happened to Henry's beer? That's terrible. So terrible. But I'm sure I know nothing about it. Here's some credits for delivering the news. I expect that's the last I'll be seeing of you.
All right, so...
Council of Governors meeting over
The latest concert of Masani
In a record 0.8 seconds? Oh my god.
Please be careful with Mr. Wilson. I have a feeling he's just looking for an excuse with me. Oh, it's you. I got the data from the seismic sensors, and I need help. Nothing that would get you in trouble this time. Promise. Oh, thank you. It's really nice to hear that when others just don't seem to care. Remember the sensors you helped me set up around the city? Well, Davis Wilson is pretty angry about it. I suppose I should have expected that. But now no one involved with security is willing to talk to me. At all. And I really need to coordinate with them because the data I'm getting from the sensors is, well, it's off. Not what I expected at all.
kinda everything. The timing of the results, the strength of the signals. I did a lot of research on the Ashta before I started this project, and none of it lines up like it should. No, the tech is fine. I never would have put it out there if I had any reservations about that. Look, I know I screwed up here. I went behind Davis's back and did what he told me not to. I don't expect him to talk to me. But this, I'm not gonna lie, it looks an awful lot like someone has been purposely messing with the system. I can't just stroll up and accuse him of anything, but maybe someone, you I'm thinking, could just ask around, see if something's going on. I'd really appreciate it. Lately, I've been getting these rashes on me. It's chafing from the pilot's...
People around here think we own Aquila. They're wrong. The Ashta do. Don't mean to be rude, but I got a lot of things on my plate right now, so unless this is important, I'm gonna have to ask you to come back some other time. Oh, did you now? And did that perhaps come from a certain entitled so-called inventor who's caused me no end of headaches? Oh, is she? After going off and doing exactly what she was told not to, she's concerned now? She made my life a lot more difficult, but I don't have time to deal with that right now. I have more important things to worry about. Been tracking Ashta for a long time now, and suddenly their behavior doesn't add up. Probably not a coincidence. Maybe it would, but right now I don't give a damn about her data.
Listen, you
Now, I
old
need
fucking
to get
boomer.
back out there and get some eyes on this situation. Since you so interested, looks
You
like you can
what the
handle
shit?
yourself.
It is
You wanna join me?
23:30. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I've heard more than a few hunters say something similar. They nearly all apologize for it later. Gear yourself up however you need to and meet me at the gate. We'll head out from there.
The boomer runs.
Give me some time to get to the gates. Give me some time to get to the gates. I ain't as nimble as I used to be. All right, you ready to head out there? Okay then. Just stick close to me, keep your head on a swivel, and you'll be fine. We'll be back before you know it. And maybe we'll get some answers.
Okay. I still think that we should have went with the sensor
If you're looking
data.
for work, Mayor Cartwright might have something. Or point you the right way.
Come on.
This is what I'm talking about. These tracks. They're all wrong. The spacing, the depth, just doesn't make any sense. Let's keep going.
This is actually really nice. And that's coming from me. I love the fucking big mountain ranges and thick foliage, but after all, I'm from born in the West, so maybe it's just nostalgia.
The Ashta are clever, but they're usually predictable. These tracks don't follow any other paths I expect them to. It just doesn't add up. Looks like the tracks head this way.
What on security? What? Shit. You hear that? Eyes up. We got incoming.
Hey, be careful not to point that thing at me.
Beyond the wall is no day trip. You know how to handle yourself. Most times someone encounters an Ashta, they panic. Not you. Now I got even more questions. Who in the hell did this, and why? No, I expect not. Someone from Aquila Security did this. We're the only ones that have access to these robots or can change their orders. I need to check this over, see if I can find some more details. But while I do that, I need you to run back to the city. Check the access logs on the computer in the barracks. Look for whoever signed for this thing last.
Okay.
I'll meet you in the city when I'm done here.
All right. Okay. Oh, yeah. All right. Good. Okay. I have effectively turned Starfield into Dying Light. Okay. Oh shit. Well, that happens sometimes. What can you do? See, that's why I don't like this boost pack. I like the long like the full long boost. I don't like the full long boost. I like the short interval boost where there's like 3 or 4 per bar. Because there's
Ever
some one
wonder
big
how the
ass
Crimson
boost.
Fleet seems to be everywhere? It's because they have little outposts everywhere. The pirates use them as forward operating bases, all over the settled systems.
Well, I think that we have our culprit.
People have no idea what we do to keep them safe.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Sounds like somebody's looking for more credit. No, you halt. You turn your ass around.
Oh, hey there. Back already. Davis said something about you going on patrol with him?
Yeah, you look nervous. This is definitely your fault.
He's all right, isn't he? Nothing, bad happened out there. Oh, no. Look, people getting hurt was never part of it. Davis has just been so stressed over this whole thing with that woman and her sensors, and it's been affecting him on the job. The damn robot was just supposed to stomp around, mess up her data, and then come back. I didn't know it would rile up the Ashta so much, and it wasn't supposed to break down. It won't matter. I really screwed this up.
Yeah, you did.
You could at least be thankful that leniency is being offered.
Yeah! You tell her, Andreja. Could've just put her down myself. This is the West, after all. Supposed to be. I don't know why. The longer I spend in Aquila City, the longer I want to play New Vegas. That was gonna hurt. See, I don't like the full long jump. I wonder if there's any references here. Not to me. But I know that they had like a lot of old teams working on this, so the chance we come across a few references is pretty high.
Ain't no funny stuff with that boost pack. Got enough light traffic as it is.
Whoever sabotaged the robot is in for it. The robot's internals are fried, so I came up empty. You have any better luck than I did? Know who's responsible? You serious? Oh, Bailey, what were you thinking? My own people sabotaging equipment. Whole world's gone crazy. Well, I'm gonna have to go deal with this. Thanks for helping out. I'll kick some credits your way. May not be much, not made of money around here. You might want to give Miss Alpin some time to get clean data. Might be her research. Well, it might prove useful.
Okay. Well, that's that. So I'm gonna use the restroom. Okay. We'll throw up the other screen. Alright, I'm back.
I think I got them.
The hell is leader of the pack? Ooh.
What do you
So
call
we're gonna
them?
have a house, Mom?
Horns?
That's what Mr. Tate is working.
Oh, wonderful!
Errands are coming in nice. Still have some too.
I'm probably not going to be on Starfield for too much longer. Probably about another hour, hour and a half. I'm going to go talk to Mikey. And then I'll be live again, but I'm going to talk to him for a while first. My numero uno homie.
Any damage?
No, just some graffiti.
I just got some really bad news. That do not make me feel so warm and fuzzy.
Aquila City truly is the jewel of the Freestar Collective.
Elias
Good
is
to
a
meet you,
stupid
friend.
name.
Name's Elias Cartwright. I'm the mayor of Aquila City. Now, I've got a memory for faces, and I can't say I've seen yours around here before. I make it a point to introduce myself to everyone who passes through our fine city. As the
I've been
founder
through here so
himself
many
once
times.
said, there's no substitute for a warm welcome and a friendly smile. You're more than welcome. As I'm sure you know, us folk in the Freestar Collective put great stock in human kindness and generosity of spirit. I like to think that's what sets us apart from our neighbors in the United Colonies. We don't rely on machines or bureaucracy. We rely on each other. I won't pry about what brought you here. That's all of your business and none of mine. However, I'd be more than happy to give you the scoop about the core and Midtown.
Sorry.
What? Don't tell me you've been sold on the United Colonies propaganda. Over there, you live under the boot. But on Aquila City and the rest of the collective, you make your own destiny. Just look at yourself and what you've accomplished. Is that worth restricting your basic freedoms, though? The Freestar Collective isn't like List. It sets you up and leaves you to dry. We're independent-minded people that look out for each other and our society. Don't turn away from your home, from your roots. But, well, if you've got a change of heart, then so be it. You should be proud to be born in the Freestar Collective. I'm sure you'll come to the right decision. Take care.
What was I supposed to talk to him about? Oh, yeah.
Hello there. So good to see you. The core is the oldest district and represents the original settlement dating back to the days of Solomon Coe. The descendants of the original settlers still make their home there today. Frank's just the latest owner of the old Hassanove Manor, and he's the worst, simply the worst. But it's been a problem since the Hassanove family ran out of heirs. There's no wrong the Cartwrights have been trying to right for decades, and hence, well, I need help. I was right to talk to you about this. The last Hassanove was Sahar. Sad tale there. By all accounts, when she lost her last grandchild around 40 years ago, well, it broke her. She packed up and just plain left the estate.
Why am I doing this?
Some farm far from Aquila City and the protection of its walls. It didn't take long before the Ashta overran the farm, and just like that, no more Hassanoves. A lot of folks thought the same. So I need someone to go to the old Sahar farm, brave the Ashta, and see if she left a will. I swear I'll honor her wishes. Aquila owes her family that much. And if it happens to kick Mr. Big Shot out of the core, well, that'll be a bonus. You are a blessing. Sahar's farm is elsewhere on the planet. If you can't handle Ashta, please just don't go. I don't want this whole sordid story to have more tragedy. Be careful, and look out for yourself.
Let me strip myself of my citizenship.
Like I said, be careful. What? Over there you live on Aquila? Just look at yourself. Is that worth the Freestar Collect? We're independent. Don't turn away from that.
Signer!
That's a shame. Given your background, we have been giving you some preferential treatment. I hope you understand we will no longer be doing that. Good day.
That's okay. I don't really care about the place. Bye. What? I've killed 239 people, 117 creatures, 33 robots, 24 turrets, 45 elite enemies, 268 critical strikes, 60 sneak attacks. There's quite a bit here. Bye, Killer City. I am no longer a Freestar Collective citizen.
Any adventure you can fly away from. Is that what the saying goes?
Liftoff looks good. All systems. it or jump. Your call.
Okay, killer.
Grav drive spinning down. Systems green.
You are entering United Colony space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Always about a million things to do, and I'm only one person. It's so overwhelming. Hey! Oh, you're not Carl. Sorry, I shouldn't assume. Maybe you go by Carl. You're just not the Carl I was waiting for. We're supposed to be investigating a power drain down here. People have been reporting brownouts for a while, and Mass finally decided to follow up on it. I can't be in two places at once, and Carl isn't here. So I'm just trying to look inconspicuous. Well, since you're here and Carl isn't, and I really want to get this solved, I will take you up on that. What I need is very technical. I can talk you through it remotely. I'm gonna head to the monitoring station. The first box we're looking for is over near UC Surplus. You know, Antonio's place. I can contact you once you get there.
This is what we're doing. Working for the UC.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
Okay.
Hey, can you hear me? I think this is working. I only have a general view of things, but you should be near the first junction box. Look for it mounted on the wall. When you find trip to secondary breaker, and that goes to... Oh, wow, really? They wired it like that? Jeez, okay. Okay, got it. Next one is way down past Jake's, and maybe up a story or two? It's a bit of a hike. Sorry.
That pilot exam's coming.
You know what? While I'm here, I should retest for the captain's exam.
All right, you should be near the next junction box. This section isn't used very much these days, so it may be a little harder to see. That's the one. Next one's not too far. Dead end, right down from Jake's. Right under that apartment they've been trying to sell. Good luck with that, right?
Ah, whatever. Yeah, I'm starting to get the hang of that hack.
Before we are discovered.
The hell? Yeah, you have to. So here, I'll show you real quick. Watch this. Keep watching. You have to go here, and you have to go. This one. Oh shit. Where's it at? Is it this one? Oh, right here. No? It's one of these. I have the... piloting. Yeah. So you go Class B. So all the classes is reactor. The class of the ship is the reactor. So you have to level up your piloting to rank 3 for Class B and then rank 4 for Class C. The fuck is the deal with Big Bruno? Yeah. But other than that, that's all the classes mean.
You should be near the next junction box. And if those squatters never cleared out, I would suggest avoiding eye contact. It should be fine. Another switch flipped, another lead to follow. And the lights in here just flickered too. The wiring is worse than I thought. I'm going to work on fixing that little issue while you find the next junction box. Looks like it's over near the Trade Authority. Okay, just find that and maybe don't talk to anyone about it just yet. Okay, the final box I need you to deal with should be right around there. Unfortunately, I just realized you're in for a real tangle of cabling. Like 200 years of field attempts to rewire things. I tried to fix it 3 years back and was crying by the second day. Gave up on the third. Anyway, there should be a series of secondary breakers you need to deal with before you can access the junction box. I don't remember the order, but flip levers until all those circuits are powered down.
I don't know how.
Like a week of work. Why why didn't you meet me at the monitoring station, near where we met?
Nope. Also, drip or drown, drip or drown. Can I jump through that window? It doesn't look like it. How do I get to that? I'm so confused. Because we met here.
By the way, Captain.
There we go. Just didn't go far enough the first time.
Did I say thank you? Because thank you. There's no way I could have done that in a reasonable amount of time all by myself. Well, not everyone would be, and I appreciate it. Thanks to your help, I was able to trace the power drain. I know where it's coming from. Unfortunately, the source is exactly where I was afraid it was. The Trade Authority. So, that's something that I'll need to deal with. That'll be fun. If you want to tag along, I certainly wouldn't complain. But if not, then this is where we part ways. So thanks to you, we've got evidence that the Trade Authority is behind the power drain being reported down here. I don't know if you ever dealt with the Trade Authority, but Zoe is intimidating. I have to go in there, but I really don't want to. You think you'd be willing to go with me? Just make sure this doesn't go badly? Thanks. That means a lot. I can do the talking, I think. Just be ready for, well, anything.
You know, I've noticed more and more all these outfits have like the little crap. It looks like it's for shotgun shells. And the more I think about it, it may just be for pins. But I'm still gonna say it's for shotgun shells. Speaking of which. Here we go. Hey, Al is my dad's name, you dick.
Hey there.
A visit from Mast. How delightful. You'll have to remind me of your name, dear. I'm afraid I can't keep track of all you little worker drones.
I'm Luisa Reyes. Well, you know that, because I've been in here 3 times.
Yes, of course you are. And what was it you were accusing me of with absolutely no evidence?
The power
power drain is coming from your building, Zoe. You and I both know it, and now I can prove it.
I'm sorry, what?
We traced the drain, checked the grid. It led us here. You can't talk your way out of this.
I'm going to ask you to wait here a moment. I'll be right back.
Want me to shatter your fucking legs?
Okay, just be ready for anything. I don't know if she's going to come out of there with a gun or call in mercenaries or what.
I have several knives at the ready. We will be fine.
I don't want this to turn out violent if we can avoid it, okay?
If Andreja wants to kill shit, Andreja's killing shit. You go tell her no. I ain't doing it.
Okay, you're probably right. Just need to breathe.
Andreja, get in here.
Well,
the Trade Authority does quite well for itself down here. And clearly they share little of the credits they make.
Assist in getting to the bottom of this.
No, you're not weaseling out of this. We got to the bottom of it. You are the bottom.
I appreciate your enthusiasm for your work, but I do a little more research before casting aspersions. Someone has indeed been using this location through which to route electrical power. It is not the Trade Authority. I've had my suspicions for a while, and have been keeping detailed notes, which I'm happy to share with you. For now, though, what do we do next?
Wait, what?
Oh, for heaven's sake. I presume you've been assisting Miss Reyes in tracking down this little problem.
Yeah, and I'm a first-class
clearly there's
citizen
more work
at
to be done.
security.
Why don't you continue the work you've been doing with an assurance that the Trade Authority will compensate you for your time? I'll coordinate things here with Miss Reyes. With Mast's access to the grid, we'll find out who did this soon enough. And why. Presumably, you're the one who's been doing the field work, so I believe you'll find there's another junction box out there in the well that needs your attention.
Okay, well, this is not how I saw this going.
Everybody, look away. This is not canon.
Let's assume this is all legit.
I will not aid you in this.
I splattered her fucking brains on the wall. That's great.
Okay, well, this is not how I saw this going. For the moment, let's assume this is all legitimate. I can sort out the details with Zoe. So why don't you go investigate the next junction box? Maybe Zoe really is telling the truth.
Excuse me, Jesus. Well, here's a junction box. I don't know how to go about this issue.
That your ship that landed not too long ago?
Still back at square one. I'm confused.
Perhaps not the wisest decision.
Shut up, Andrea. I know.
Mess with me and I'll serve you my famous knuckle sandwich.
Rick, was it? I could blow your chest cavity out with this here shotgun, so I'd watch your fucking tone.
operational. I insist that you provide updates for any suspicious activity. Is that clear?
And Zoe's here too, if you hadn't guessed. We've agreed to work together on this. Once you throw the switch, we can direct you to the next junction box. That's it, thanks. Let's just take a look here. Okay, you're going to want to head for box 45A. It should be near Apex Electronics.
You can't possibly be serious. Are you looking at the same diagram I am? 47B is obviously the next one. It's on the same level. I appreciate that you've listened to reason. The junction box should be just nearby. We'll have this solved in short order.
Zoe, I know how to read. Ignore her. Head for box 45A, okay?
Oh, that ended. Why is it only showing me one now? Is it because I walked in because they're fucking spinning too long bitching? Thought it'd be charged enough. It was not. Actually, I'm bouncing off of something, so there's that. Just gotta wait for this to recharge. Alright.
Adequately done. Miss Reyes and I have both noted that the next node in this trace is not on any of the current diagrams.
She means it's not in the well. It's somewhere on the surface. Which technically means it's not my responsibility.
However,
we agreed that we all like to see this through. If you head topside, I'll pull up the diagrams we need.
Okay. I don't think this is gonna go the right way because I didn't get to go to 45A. I had to go to 47B.
Miss Reyes is still collecting the necessary diagrams and blueprints to accurately assess the situation. Before she returns, I'm going to make you an offer. Whatever you find at the end of this path, you bring it to me first.
No.
I'll be certain that Mast gets what it needs. But I trade in valuable information. I suspect you're going to find some. I guarantee you the Trade Authority will pay well.
No.
Consider that as you head towards the residential district. We can't pinpoint the source yet, but it's somewhere over there.
Great, I live over here. In fact, I live in that tower. Either that one or that one. I think it's that one.
Hey, you should be getting close. Looks like it's somewhere near Athena Tower. Zoe says there's a junction box on the building's exterior. I'm not sure why she knows that.
One never knows when information might be useful.
Okay, well, we're going to discuss that later. I'll check in once you flip the switch.
function doesn't show any other connections.
Clearly, the source must be inside that residential tower.
Yeah, that would make sense. You know, I think I remember seeing a report about power problems on one of the upper floors. I bet it's related. See if you can get up there.
How quickly can you get that done?
Not that fast. Well, I'll tell you what, we're not helping the trade authority, that's for sure. And also, we're gonna steal everything we can get our hands on. Let's see here. Okay.
Sound like a commercial right now.
You see any heat leeches, you've got our permission to take care of them. Things are dangerous.
So you tracked it down. You've got something to show for it? Great. I'll get this back to Mass for analysis. I'm not stupid. I know Zoe probably made you an offer. I appreciate that you didn't take it. And I'm really glad we got to work together on this.
Hi, Zoe, you dumb bitch.
Just one quiet day.
Yes, you
Not too
need
much
me?
to ask for.
Looks like maybe someone thought they could hack into Calibank's system. In fact...
Yes, of course.
They did. Still want to claim you had nothing to do with it, Zoe?
You might find it absurd, but honestly, the Lodge... I have never been surrounded by such a remarkable group of people, present company included. It has been a very long time since I have been someplace that could possibly feel like home. There are worlds beyond count out there, but that feeling is rare and precious. I have done so in the past, when necessary. But I am not the best pilot, and it seems prudent to apply my skills where they are most useful. Lately, that means aiding you. And that, I think, has worked out very well. Honestly, I cannot answer that. So many years have been driven by survival in intense circumstances. Leisure time it's been in short supply. And I suppose I have conditioned myself to not think about it much. I do enjoy combat training, though I suppose that is hardly the answer you are looking for. You have given me something to consider. Thank you for that. If you wish to know more, I will be here. Indeed I do. All yours.
$5. Oh shit.
All right then.
Come on. Let's go talk to Sergeant Yumi. I literally did not know that this right here existed. So, it appears that this is much larger than I originally thought. Because, there's a whole fucking subsection.
Seems like the Crimson Fleet is everywhere these days.
Chunks will take years off. I can tell. I ate someone.
Yumi!
Ah, if it isn't my favorite part-time security officer. Crime has slowed down since you started helping out, which is good for morale. Yep. Something just came in. Scuffle over at the Dawn's Roost. Security on site handled it, but now one of them is saying the other guy stole his wedding ring. Problem is, he left without identifying the perp, so I need you to talk to Royce Elgin at the Dawn's Roost. See if you can fill in the gaps. Thank you, Captain. Always appreciate it when you lend a hand. Let me know when the matter's resolved. See you later.
You know, I just realized we don't even have to use the majority of this shit. Look.
All unit behaviors are dictated.
Superb.
Ever run into spacers? Scumbags and scavengers.
I do hope you are enjoying your time in New Atlantis. A most unfortunate incident, complicated by the fact that both parties were inebriated. While I wasn't privy to the entire argument, Hugo and Octavio have been dining here together for quite some time. So, it was surprising to see them at each other's throats. I assume that would be the slender gentleman, Hugo Fournier. He was the one who excused himself after UC security arrived. I believe he lives in Athena Tower, although he may be checking out soon. But I would start there. Enjoy the rest of your day.
I need to decorate my my tower. I'm right next to Chunks. This right here is my tower. Good old Mercury. Yep. Tis where I live. Excuse me.
Okay, hello. Oh, I can't believe that Octavio. That liar, that manipulator, that...
Dirty, rotten scoundrel.
He's a scoundrel and a fiend, and I was wrong to ever think otherwise.
We have the same vocabulary,
5
my
years
friend.
we were together, half a decade! And he threw it all away for that waiter.
That's not stealing a wedding ring if it was... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Backtrack. That is not stealing.
It was supposed to be a romantic dinner. Our last, before we pledged our lives to each other.
Sorry, checking my
But
game.
an hour before, I decided to do some cleaning to calm my nerves. I picked up a pair of pants he left on the floor, and out falls a napkin from the Dawn's Roost with a number written on the back. To think he had the audacity to schedule a date with me at the same restaurant? I was livid! Still, I went to the date and held it together just long enough for the waiter to serve us, then I went off!
I think that you jumped to conclusions.
Not just dating, betrothed. And I have the engagement ring to prove it. No, there are some things in life that cannot be repaired. Cheating is his way of saying, I don't love you. And without love, what's the point?
I seriously think that you jumped to conclusions. Maybe you should look more into this.
He would say that, but as far as I'm concerned, it's my property. He gifted it to me when he proposed. It's not his to return.
You see, that's where you're wrong. It's his. But he cheated. We're gonna talk to him.
All right, but I'm leaving this city as soon as I can calm myself down.
Where's the other guy at?
Hands aboard, we're dead. And the sign points to
We're gonna go investigate.
They're not even teenagers yet. So after an hour.
Oh, that is the Dodgers.
There is simply no parallel to the food you will find here. Thank you for coming in.
Listen, I need to conduct some more research. Octavio! You sound like a Frenchman. Where are you? You look like an Octavio. Nope, your name's Citizen. What a funky dunky name. You look like you could be Octavio. Nope. No Octavio's there. Here's the thing. It was gifted to him. And the person who gifted it cheated on him. So... thinking it's his to keep. Yes? also just think he may have jumped to.
Beats me.
Where the hell even is Octavio?
As soon as my assistant finishes, he would say that, but he gifted it. I'm glad you could see reason. This ring is going to fund a very long vacation across the settled systems. Maybe I'll even take pictures.
Well, that's that. Still wish I could have conducted more of an investigation. I think I think that he may have jumped to conclusions. He should have conducted a bit more research. Who knows? Maybe that dude had the waiter's number to conduct something special. But, it wouldn't let me, so that's just to presume that he was cheating. In which case, well, you're not getting your ring back. You gifted it and then cheated on somebody. That was your decision. Now, if you gave him the ring and he cheated, then yeah, it's your ring. I'll kick his fucking ass. What?
Please keep moving. Okay, no bounty. You're cleared.
Fucking hope not. I'm UC security.
After that business with the Termorph, it's good to get back to small crimes and pay. Ah, perfect. Did you manage to get the ring back? Ugh. Really? I should have known this was a waste of time the moment I laid eyes on that drunk. That's on me. Without saying names, there are some people in this city who treat us like their personal security service. But you know how it goes. Sometimes we protect, other times we serve. Either way, I'm still going to pay you for your time. Here, take this. It's well deserved.
Alright, now I need more work, Yumi.
How can I help you, Captain? I do. Thanks to you, the spaceport is up and running again, which is good for commerce, but also for smugglers. We've received a tip that someone has been bringing in contraband into New Atlantis through the spaceport, and we need to investigate. Great. First, speak to one of the technicians over by Landing Pad B. Ask them if they've noticed any suspicious activity. Once you've gotten a lead, cross-reference their testimony with ship records over at Aegis. When you're done, report back to me with your findings. See you later, Captain.
I am properly tracking something, right? What even is this? No.
Keep your nose clean. Ask me my
Hello? Yeah? Can't say I have. When you work a job like this, you see so many ships. They all sort of blend together. Nope. I just put my head down and do my job. Speaking of which, I better get back to it.
Suspicious.
Hey. Yeah? It's about time. I've been telling my supervisor about that cargo ship for ages. I'm beginning to think he was ignoring me. It's the way the crew handled the cargo. They were being way too delicate. The manifest said they were carrying potatoes, spuds. I don't know what was in those crates, but it certainly wasn't that. That's the problem. I don't really look at the ship names when I work, just the ID number granted for clearance. it was UC576B. I do know it's a cargo class transport, if that helps.
It actually does. In fact, the ID number will help me track it down better than the fucking name.
Hey! Hey, you! You have a minute? I need to talk to you. You're the one that was on Vectera, right? You flew in on the, Frontier.
Yeah.
Excellent. So glad I caught you. Tommy Bitlow, SSNN research intern. Word is the Frontier was involved in an attack? It's true, right? You saw some real action?
Jesus fucking Christ.
This is great. Great! My boss, Nadia Mufaz, would kill to talk to you. An actual eyewitness! There's credits in it for credible newsworthy information.
You know, for making some fun of the Americans so much, you sure do go a very American way about your daily life.
And easy money, too. Just go to the SSNN building. It's not far. Keep it up, Tommy. You're killing it.
Hang on just a second.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving.
Man, it's back-to-back World War champ, by God.
No bounty. You're clear.
I'm gonna take the kids off world for a bit. It's good for them to get that experience.
Where'd the third wind come in at?
Yes?
Ah, yes. The most important war. And you can tell me all you want. You can
Apparently,
tell
that's
me the
the law.
communist propaganda
And
all
it's
you
been in
want.
existence from
Vietnam was a tactical withdrawal. (1776) is when we finished it. So if I had, I guess, the kind of blurs together. So you really have to depend on when it starts yourself. Some people say the first shot heard around the world is when that started, but say it really started with Boston Tea Party era.
The fewer people there are thinking about Aegis on a daily basis, the easier my job is. That I do, Captain. Sergeant Yumi said you'd be coming to pick it up. You've got good timing, too. I actually have a friend on a classified star station who sent me this list of potential smugglers the other day. Here you are. Given I owe you for the last job, I hope it serves some use.
So 1911 had to do with this. No shit, a recoilless wasn't even around in the fucking 1770s. This was all flintlock. They had just unlocked the fucking percussion cap or whatever the shit that's called. No. Although it is kind of funny to think that the British were like so fucking advanced with all that shit, and they had the paper that they'd rip They had genuine
Was there anything
You
else?
shut up. They had like just genuine stuff dedicated to reloading fast so they could reload. What was it? Our average reload time was like fucking 45, 50 seconds, and theirs was like 15. Because all they did, they had the little paper, it had everything they needed with the gunpowder. They'd rip the top off, they put it in, and then they'd throw the ball in, and they'd ram it down, and then they'd prime, and they were good to go. And the Americans were like, oh fuck, shit, where the fuck's my ball? Oh fuck, fuck. And it was just a bunch of rednecks with fucking squirrel guns, but we still kicked their ass all the way to New Gloucestershire.
Yep. Every ship on that list has a route that goes through New Atlantis.
Oh
Not
my
surprising,
God.
given we're the biggest port in town. And if they're
Just a second.
smuggling stuff there, you can bet your ass they're smuggling stuff here.
The other thing that people seem to forget about cannonballs, one, they were terrible. Absolutely terrible. I don't mean terrible as in like, oh, they couldn't hit shit. I mean like they were devastating.
There are other matters that require my attention eventually.
I'm gonna bitch slap you. But when a cannonball would hit somebody standing next to you, especially center mass, their ribs and shit would, and all their bones that it would break would turn into fucking fragmentation, and they'd fly out. So you could be standing next to a dude who got hit by a cannonball, and his ribs would fucking shatter, and you'd have his rib hit you in the fucking throat here, and you start bleeding out and shit. I mean, it was gruesome as fuck.
That's right. Classified station, top secret projects, etc., etc. And from what my intelligence tells me, you've already been on board that station, Captain. So you don't need me to fill in the details.
Okay.
It's been a pleasure.
Alright, so I need the slate. Yeah. And that killed him. Oopsies. Clicked off. Ah, Bronco's over here. What am I reading? What slate? I'm gonna have to guess. Yeah? Poland was a force to be reckoned with. I mean, that's not just like a small little thing. I mean, they were serious. And even in World War II, when they were like getting their quote-unquote asses handed to them, depending on who you ask, they still fought tooth and nail. There we go. This right here is it. UC 57-6B. That's exactly what we're looking. And hydroponics potatoes. So, I've talked to so many Americans that don't know that we declared independence in 1776. They go, 1802? Or like some random shit. I mean, there's some true fucking idiots. Because they don't think it matters. They look at history as just some, like, useless knowledge. You know what I find funny? It's really weird. And I'm not trying, I'm just saying what I've noticed is for some reason, majority of the people who don't care about history and don't know anything about it, more times than not, are women rather than men. What's with that? Do us men have some sort of like autistic hyper-focus hardwired into our brain over it? Well, you know, the U.S. is on the stage of communism. It's free market, capitalism, socialism, and then communism. But socialism is communism. The only difference is time. But, you know, there's never been a successful instance of communism. There's not one country that has been communist the whole time and has successfully thrived for everything under communism. Even Russia. Well, some people would say it's not thriving, but they're still a superpower. But even still, they're not fucking communists. While they technically are classified as communists, they're not true communists because they're free market. Or mixed market, or whatever it was. You can own shit. Dude, I don't fucking doubt it.
Found those smugglers yet?
What I don't get is why it's mostly women who just don't fucking care about it.
Is that right? Do you know the name by any chance?
Fuck.
Of course. I'll be here.
Captain Malaway Nadai.
How's the investigation going? Is that right?
It's just.
Do you know the name by any
I
chance?
hate communism. Oh my god, why do you want the last name?
I'll be here.
Yumi, you're really fucking me over here. I've had to look at this so many times. Let's look. Captain. It's the Anuzi. I didn't read that first part. Okay.
How's the investigation going? Is that right? Captain Enjai's ship. I think you might have hit the mark here. You had reports of their crew being less than professional on several occasions. Still, being a little rough around the edges isn't exactly a crime. Are you sure it's the right ship? Then the next step is searching their cargo for any smuggled contraband. And, as luck would have it, I believe the Anansi has already arrived at landing pad B. I'll make the call to have the ship detained until further notice. Your job is to board the ship, locate any illicit goods, and return them here. And if any of the crew puts up a fight, I trust you know what to do.
I get to abuse my power.
Good luck.
Wonderful. I really hope one of them jumped out of line. Survive the Nazis and the commies. There's a lot of people, especially like Poland, that's survived a lot of that shit.
Any violations of the law.
Because they don't even talk about it, but like, because you think like all the concentration camps and stuff was just for like the targets of that one group that they chose, but they had tons of Poles and crap in there that they did the same shit to. So not only did you have to survive the initial invasion, you had to survive being picked out by the government wherever you went. It's actually really impressive if you're able to survive all that.
I find the interior of this ship comforting.
Find the interior of the ship comforting. Starship? Don't you put up a fight. I'm looking for the excuse.
You with UC Security? My suggestion? Turn around and pretend you saw nothing.
Oh yeah, they do.
Looking for something? Well, it looks like you got me, officer.
I guess this means my potato shipping days are numbered.
Pull that gun out.
But maybe you'd be willing to give a first-time offender a slap on the carpal bone. I don't suppose you're interested in a deal? You do have a point. The penalty for smuggling contraband may be steep in New Atlantis, but it isn't death. And how bad can the prisons be anyway? Compared to Aquila City, probably like staying at a resort. Fine, take it. Do what you have to.
Money. That's it, all I care about.
This isn't over.
Hey.
Get out of my face, pig.
Time to abuse my power. Who the fuck you calling pig, bitch?
Didn't know UC security was into stealing.
I didn't even steal that many credits. Shit happens. Well, at least you inherited a safer place to go. Sucks that he passed, though.
Is the city meant to inspire or intimidate?
You know, there's a
Guess it
reason that
depends
you
on
hear
your
all
reason
these
for
like
being here.
country songs and shit about like grandfathers and stuff. Well, I may have stole their money, but I still did my job, so it could be worse.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay, no bounty.
Well, that's good. Having stuff cut short is always the worst. Seems to be a trend in my family. I just had my
How's investigation?
my
going?
papa passed, and he was only
No
like
major hiccups,
60.
I hope. Holding your breath. Well, good work. Did you find anything? Very well done, Captain. Time and time again, you come through for us.
Yeah.
Initially, I felt bad for having someone of your rank doing security, but frankly, you're worth the guilt. In any case, I'll have a team move the ship off the landing pad and do a full sweep. Make sure there's no other surprises on board. Oh, and before I forget, your payment. It's well deserved.
Oh yeah. More jobs?
Ah, I like the initiative, Captain, but I've got no work for you at the moment. But check back in later. You never know when something new will crop up.
I suppose you don't.
See you later.
I don't know why I've talked to the bartender at the viewport, but let's go check it out. This entire day has just been doing quests around cities. Started with Aquila. Now we're here at Atlantis. I stripped myself of my citizenship, though. Not United Colonies, but Freestar Collective.
Excuse me. Good to see you again. Can I get you something? Hey there. Always nice to see a new face. First time in New Atlantis?
No.
Oh boy. I didn't mean for you to take it personally. It's just something to say to customers. Break the ice. Know what I mean? Listen, you just relax. Make yourself comfortable. You're welcome to stay as long as you want. That work for you, new guy? Let me know if there's anything I can get you. Yep. Spaceport traffic keeps me pretty busy. But just between you and me, I've got something in the works that'll change everything. A new drink that'll make this place famous, galaxy-wide. You would love it, I guarantee. Only, I can't make you one right now. Don't have the ingredients. I made a deal with a hauler to bring me some small samples of an ingredient I think will make all the difference.
Okay.
But it never showed up. Turns out the guy I hired was also hired by a few other folks. The kind of folks who ship less than legal cargo. Security got wind, and the whole lot was impounded. Now they're just sitting on it, taking their sweet time like they always do. It's killing me. I submitted all the paperwork, believe me. It won't amount to anything, but I did it. And really, I'm not even certain this is what I need to finish the recipe. I think it is. I need to get my hands on that cargo. I really do. It's gonna keep me awake nights if I don't try. Before we say anything else, I am in no way asking you to do anything that might violate any of the many, many laws in place here in New Atlantis or the larger United Colonies. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend could possibly find a way to get her important cargo out of the impound. And if, hypothetically, that were done in a less than 100% legal way, well, that might not be the worst thing in the world.
Okay.
You, with me on this?
This is a dubious request. I am not sure it is worth the risk.
God, you have no idea what a relief this is. I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing and taking hostages or something. I just figure there has to be a way to get what I need. I'm not worried. I'm annoyed. Wait, are you saying I should be worried? No, of course not. It'll be fine. Totally fine. I trust you.
That's a terrible mistake.
See you around.
Yes, dubious. Which, by the way, I would like to point out, while I do love Andreja, she's literally a thief. You don't know how to cook? It's not hard. Main thing is, it's just like anything else. Practice makes perfect. Basics are all you need, and then you just grow on from there. What is that? Oh, it's my fuel tank. Deimos. I wish they were. There's literally some that are like white and black with little fucking hazardous symbols on them.
Hey, this really isn't a good place for civilians to be hanging around. There's something I can help you with? Yeah, I can't really just let you in there. Yeah, I hope so. You know what? I may be starting to like you. I'm not an unreasonable person, you know. All right, look, don't tell anyone I did this for you. I could lose my job over it.
Don't worry.
If anyone asks, I had nothing to do with this. You got it? 1 second. All right, make it quick, will you?
Oh, that's the right person. Yep. Okay. Farewell, my friend. Also, we're not going to talk about the fact that my ship is literally the size of a landing pad. But, what, you set a fucking Quesadilla on fire? Oh, it's just the lighting hitting that. Alright. Yeah, could always be worse. I like to think I'm a pretty good cook, but I never went to any culinary school or anything like that. And I cook for a lot of my friends and stuff.
Howdy.
Can't say I've ever undercooked
Hey there,
rice,
new
but I
guy.
also have a rice maker,
Good to
like
see
a
you
rice
again.
cooker from
Can I get you
Japan.
something?
So it's pretty hard for me to look that up. It's just 1-to-1 ratio. One cup rice, 1 cup water, and you just flip the switch and it cooks it. There's nothing special to it.
Oh, no way. You really got it? I probably don't want to know what you did to get this, right? I mean, I want to know, but it's maybe better if I don't. Oh, did you? Well, I know who to go to next time I need to renew my liquor license. Well, look, I can assure this will all be worth it in the end. Matter of fact, I'm going to let you have the first ever sample.
We'd like to see.
On top of that, you get free drinks. Not like unlimited free drinks, but you want a little pick-me-up now and then? I got you covered. I need some time to work on what comes next. But this was the difficult part, I think. Really, thank you so much. Stop by anytime you'd like to catch up.
Supernova is what it's called. Do I have ramen? Huh. This looks good as fuck. What?
Hello.
Yes. What? Any vacancies on your crew? Engineering is my specialty. I'm trained to optimize your repair systems to keep your ship up and running.
You're not really talented enough.
I'm looking to join a crew. Any openings?
You're also not talented enough.
Hey, do you have room for one more on your crew?
You're really not talented enough. Sorry. What's your deal? You look familiar.
Hey there. You look like the planet-hopping type. Got any room on your ship for someone like me?
You're also not really qualified enough. Bye!
I guess that's goodbye then? Safe travels!
Hang on, I gotta go get water then. I'll be right back. My 2-gallon jug ran out. Okay, Sir Dry Cunt is back. It's not like some random ass jug. Here, I'll show you. Ta-da! Eat that little spigot. There we go. Yorkshire glassware. Ah, fucking hell. Forgot the top's not the most sealed thing in the world, but it's just... Did you just learn that my entire setup is in a fucking, like, 42-inch wide closet? It's literally just a closet I stream in, yeah. There used to be doors here, but I ripped them off. But I ripped them off before I started streaming because I got my bed here. Yeah, no, this entire time I've been streaming from you. Streaming like Harry Potter.
Yes?
Hey, if you're looking for a weapon specialist, I could really use the work to pay off some debts. The kind that need to be paid off quickly, or else I'm in big trouble. And if you don't mind, I'd kind of like to keep the details of that to myself.
Spotter.
Unless you're agreeing to hire me, of course. Damn. Guess I'll try someone else.
It's just, I have all this shit on my own. And I don't think it stacks. My shield rankings are high. My ballistics are, yeah, they could be higher. My missiles, I haven't got to that point yet. Or even are the missiles? Automated weapon systems, boost assault training, robotics, vertical, missile weapon systems. You know, bam. I already have some missile weapons. Engineering, I've got that covered. Like, you guys need to get better. Oh, this is also a low level planet. That would have been good. Like, that dude right there is still kind of viable. What are you, what? Go do an interview real quick.
I'm so nervous. What if they...
Thank you for your service.
You're welcome.
Been up there, huh? Space?
I would love to take a UC security with me.
I've just got a feeling about you. You have a story to tell.
I hate to break it.
Welcome to SSNN, where the news never sleeps.
This bitch looks like
If you're
Piper.
part of the David Barron fan club, try not to inflate his ego too much. He's liable to burst.
Listen, I might be able to hook you up with some merch. Maybe get you...
Sorry. Long day. Longer night. How about a do-over? Let's take a look at you. You're not from around here. My guess is you really work for a living. I bet you have a story or two.
I am from around here. I
have a
literally
feeling
am a
about
first-class
such things.
citizen. The tower I live in is just like 5 minutes away from here. I live on the top floor in the penthouse. It's not like I'm not from here.
Tommy? Tommy did something useful? So you must be the captain of the... Frontier? Rumor is there was a firefight at a mining installation. I'm interested only in primary sources. So things you've seen and or done that are newsworthy. No hearsay. So, what do you got for me? Really? To say you have my undivided attention is an understatement. A lot of people were there. The accounts we've got were chaotic. What was your role in that? Sounds like maybe you're being modest. Security isn't exactly trained for that scenario. But all right. The whole city is still on edge over the attack. We were fortunate, damn fortunate, that casualties were so low. What was it like in the thick of things? That makes what you did even more, well, amazing. It sounds like New Atlantis, heck, the whole UC, owes you a great debt. Any closing comments? I already have a good story here. That's a mouthful. A thankful you guys are around mouthful. Hey, Constellation? From all of us that live here, thanks. We use the word hero a lot in news, but you really are one.
I am glad there is still a reliable source of news in the separate systems, though.
I'm very
It
happy
often
to pay your
travels
fee.
significantly slower.
You certainly get around. I'm surprised that branch has any customers left, the number of times it's been held up. But I thought the Rangers had finally managed to get a handle on it. I heard there was a standoff. That true? I hear the robbers are provided free of charge. All part of the service. What happened to the robbers? The Shaw gang? Wait, what? You cleaned them out? Jesus. I'm sorry, but I might have to dig up some witnesses to confirm that. Anyway, these things are often messy. Any customers or Galbank staff get hurt? That's really good news. Usually, well, it's a different kind of story. You were there. You were involved in resolving it. Any comment on the Freestar Rangers? Having another high-profile robbery in their own backyard is a bit of a black eye. Huh. That's really good to know. Stories like this always fire up public outrage and appetite. Thanks for the interview. And take this.
I'm just gonna start farming some money. It's only like $1,000.
Do you have another story for me? Looks like some Crimson Fleet brainiac figured out it's easier to hit stationary targets than dogfighting in the field. And you are an eyewitness with the courtesy to find us instead of being chased down. Refreshing. So what were the pirates doing there? It's not their usual MO.
Oh, yes. I'm not quite sure I have heard this entire story.
Bad blood between the fabled Constellation and the Crimson Fleet? Has all the markings of what we in the SSNN call a story. So what's your role in all this? Part of a tour group? Huh. I didn't realize Argos Extractors hired such capable crew. So we've covered the basics. How about any harrowing tales of daring do? How'd a bunch of miners triumph? How heartwarming. Constellation banding together with some dusty miners. I like it. This is a good local story. Plucky miners band together and punch above their weight. If you ever get more stories like this, drop by. And take
I've
this
been
to
pretty
cover any
busy.
incidentals, or other creative ways to pad out an expense report. You talk and get paid, I spread the news. And of course you are. Why wouldn't you be? I swear you're either a trouble magnet, or something. So, SysDef finally, and against all odds, really triumphed against the Crimson Fleet. In their own backyard, no less. How were you involved? So what do you do for an encore? So, the Vigilance went toe-to-toe with everything the Crimson Fleet could throw at them. And somehow, almost miraculously, they captured the key. The key itself. I've confirmed that with many sources. Anything to add? Someone seriously owes you a beer. Hell, a keg. You have to feel good about how everything turned out.
I do,
Commander Ikande is being hailed a hero. And SysDef's popularity is at an all-time high. Your thoughts? That's a common refrain. He was respected before this, but now? And that's all I need. You really do lead an extraordinary life. And as a, well, possibly embarrassing personal note, thank God for you. My source is back. Here to report anything else? I'm working on an investigative piece about some of the businesses in the well right now. Trying to get a handle on how things are in that part of the city. I'm not sure the story will get off the ground, though. I asked the higher-ups if I could go down there for some interviews, but they said it's too dangerous. They'd probably be all for it if David asked. Would you really? I'd owe you big time if you did. You've been a huge help on my other stories. I'm sure you'd do great. Great. I had 3 interviewees in mind. Teresa Mason, the owner of Kay's house, Henrik Zaran at Apex Electronics, and Nurse O'Shea from the medbay.
Can't say I've
You
ever
don't need
talked
to
to any
ask
of those
too many tough questions. I just want to read on how their businesses are doing, and how things are in the well. I really can't thank you enough.
Okay.
Welcome to SSNN.
So, where are we? We need a spaceport.
They'll have our table ready.
Oh wait, no, there's masks. Duh. I need to go to the residential district from my house. And I also need to look up how to customize a house in... what is it? Starfield. Oh. Okay, then that's easy. But we need to go to Centurion Arsenal, that's what it is. Right next to my house, nonetheless. Perfect. Especially for a warmonger like me. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's just poor rendering. Okay.
I have mixed feelings about it. But sales are up significantly since what happened at the spaceport. People want to feel safe. Welcome to Centurion Arsenal. It is my absolute pleasure to assist you with any purchases or questions you may have. All sales are final, but that won't matter because you will undoubtedly be pleased with your purchase. You have my word. Please, take a look.
Got any legendaries? Now that's fucking cool, but I have a cool shotgun, so I don't need that. Also fucking cool. You got some good guns here, lady. Very good guns. I already have an eagle. Alright, well. Ammunition, though. You got 7 point whatever whiteout? Yes, you do. Nine by 3.9. Don't mind if I do. 7.7. Sure, why not? Don't need that. 40 millimeter. Always a pleasure to have that. 1400. Not too bad. Ah, so now you have a ton of money. You won't buy armor. Okay. So, before we log off, because we are going to be ending soon, I need to talk to Mikey. There is one thing we need to look at.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Aren't you the one who took down the Crimson Fleet? Buddy and Sistaf was telling me all about it. Pretty amazing stuff.
Time to go to my penthouse. So, according to this... There it is. Oh, who knew? Oh, I have to build all of it? I don't really have anything. I was gonna make this a workout room, but they don't really have anything. Surely there's a way for us to get better crap for that. First things first, a shitter would be helpful. Oh, we already have one. way to the bottom. Bang it. Oops. No television? Are you for real? Definitely would need mods for more crafting things. Restroom looks nice though. That's what I care about. I left the door open or something. Okay. This is where I'm gonna call Starfield for today. We really just been doing side quests and crap. And it's been fun. Except that I was like, you know what, I'm done with my citizenship with the Free Star Collective. But thanks for watching, everybody. We will be live with Siege here soon, so see you then.